Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt here with our Easter edition of our Market in a Minute. Let's jump back into that mortgage-backed security graph. You guys know from left to right chronologically over time, every candlesticks a day in the market, a little higher on the graph are going to be those lower rates, lower in the graph, those higher rates. And you're going to see off to the side here, all these spaghetti dot plot rolling averages, those lines you see conversing there are making a very, very strong ceiling of resistance in terms of rates getting through that for better and lower interest rates. Those are all our different moving averages, really moving sideways. You see graphically here, we definitely spiked up in rate, but we got a little reprieve, nothing blockbuster, but we did get a little bit back, which is always good. So moving forward this week, three things to look at, what moved us and what could move us as we get into this week. Number one is going to be Fed Chair Powell. He did go ahead and had a speech yesterday, but said more of the same. They said they're really, really well positioned to just ride out the storm, wait and see what's going to happen. They're not any indication of easing or cutting rates or anything. They're just going to wait and see. So kind of knew that. So more of the same in there. That's why we're still just moving sideways and treading water. Number two, the ECB, or the European Central Bank, they did cut their interest rates a quarter, and they did indicate that they might have to cut as they go here, even in the short term. Mainly, I feel it's because of the tariffs to help battle that, gives them a little ammunition to fight that. Plus, their economy is a little worse off than ours is, so they might need to do that. But it's generally a good precursor to our economy. Usually when one central bank somewhere starts cutting or taking rates one way or the other, lots of times other central banks will do the same. So maybe this is just a foreshadowing what we're going to need to do as well, which many think we will probably towards the end of the year. So for those lower interest rates. And number three, parking of money and some other reports this week. So first and foremost, other reports we had, yes, we did have some inflationary reports. We had consumer spending reports, had like 6 or 7 of them. Not to get long-winded into, guys, it was kind of 50-50. It was about half of them were, maybe not so favorable, nothing blockbuster, but not so favorable to interest rates, and some were. It depends on what you look at. Some employment data or unemployment data that was kind of skewed in my opinion. But overall, nothing for us to move out of this very defined channel, which we're seeing moving sideways. And lastly is parking of money. So anytime the bond market closes early for a holiday, like a 4th of July holiday, or in this case, we always have Easter holiday, so the bond market's going to close early tomorrow, bonds are a safe haven. So we very well might see just a little bit bettering in pricing as we go through, but in most cases, statistically speaking, all those price gains are usually reiterated and taken back and deteriorated, I should say, when we come back on that Monday. So only really thing I can see that's going to really move us outside of the unknown this week yet is going to be parking that money, maybe a little bit bettering in rate. But overall, guys, we're still looking anywhere between 6.8 or so at 0 points to 7.25, depending on FICO. We're still in that tight trading channel range, which again, I feel we're going to be there for quite some time until we get these tariffs really figured out, what the goal is and some clarity on it. So that's where we are this week. Don't expect too much more as we go through. Stability is really good. That's where we are. Have a fantastic Easter holiday. Any questions, as always, guys, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon.